Welcome back to another creative episode. Because in all the previous ones, I've been talking about my map. I'm not talking about the very last object that I have, which is this right here. A barrier is also a trap, meaning I was going to place on a floor. Here we go, I placed it on a floor. Problem with this now is I can actually break the floor, and the whole barrier resets. Just be careful of that. Anyway, here there's a whole bunch of different settings on the barrier, and I'll tell you what the barrier is used for. Many maps have barriers, and they just make it so you cannot pass through them or you spawn inside of them. If you ever seen any box type maps, you generally have your own little area where you spawn. You can build inside of it, but you cannot go out of it. Now because I'm in creative, I can actually edit, but a normal match you cannot. And I'll talk about why. First of all, you have the barrier style. Simply, you have a whole bunch of different options how you want the barrier to look. Meaning you can have it, say, Starfield Blue. If I come outside, you can see how it looks. Now inside, you don't see it. There's a whole bunch of different beautiful options that you can select of your choice. Personally, I don't like the nebulas nor the starfields just because you cannot actually go through them, but it appears as if you can. Like, it looks like you can go through, but you really can't. I like stuff like the gloss black, which you cannot pass through. It literally looks like a barrier, but it's so nice and shiny. Next, you have the base visible during games. I mean, you can either have it's the base, this part, the bottom part right now, is it visible or is it no? Most times it does not matter, but I would recommend turning it off just to make it look prettier. Now again, you can select when it's selected, meaning you might have a barrier that's only available in pre-game or maybe only gameplay. And then the block weapon fire means that if someone has a gun and I shoot, and will it break anything? Will it not? Like if I shoot, will the bullets go straight through? Will they not? Now, I'll talk about how this could be useful, but imagine you have a map where there are two enemy teams, and you just want to have an aim duel. You don't want them to be able to build anything, but you want them to be able to shoot. So you're going to have it so they can still shoot and block weapon fire off, but they cannot build inside. You can also make it so the box is hollow, meaning now I can go inside, and now I can walk around. If it's not, if it's just a box, then first of all, I'm inside of it, and it's going to be a completely box. Now, it's actually one of my mistakes, where before, I didn't realize that, and I had teleporters inside, but I could never teleport. And the reason for this is because it wasn't hollow. You can also select the width, depth, and the height, which simply goes out, and makes it either bigger or smaller. Next is going to be the two channels. All you can do is enable it or disable it. It's not much. Now, I'm going to break the wood again, and head back and I'll show you where I use my ones. Right here I have my two barriers and they are used to separate the two teams in the beginnings. Now here, as you can see, I have a timer which turns those off, and I talked about the timer in the previous video, so make sure to check those out. But now that I have these barriers here, I have time to get ready, and all these metal walls just right here I basically use just to hold it up for the beginning. I don't need them, they're not important. Anyway, that's actually all about the barrier. I hope you enjoyed learning about the barriers, and I'll see you later. Thank you for watching.